Hello there. We're all very much used to the cold weather by now, and it's going to continue throughout much of this coming week. The cold air is very much across all of the UK, and the mild air to the south is just going to push its way into continental Europe and not really fringe too far into the UK. As it does so, it helps set up this northerly feed of air into the middle parts of next week, and that's just going to bring in another pulse of cold air for all of us. So it's something we're definitely going to have to get used to even further. If we rewind the clock, I'm just going to focus on southeast England for a moment, as it's an occluded front pushing through Sunday evening and into the overnight period that could just cause a bit of disruption. As it pushes northwards into that cold air, we could see some sleet and snow developing. Mainly Kent and Sussex more likely to see accumulations, maybe 1 to 2 centimetres at lower levels, 5 to 10 centimetres over the higher ground. Whilst this is lower than the accumulations we've seen elsewhere across the UK, it is still possible to bring some disruption across these southeastern areas of England. So the potential as the night goes on that we see that drifting northwards into eastern areas of Essex, eastern areas of London as well. Still just some slight uncertainty in regards to that, so do check the forecast before heading out first thing on Monday. That will drift its way northwards throughout the rest of the night and into the morning, generally clearing its way off. If we focus on the rest of the UK, it'll be freezing fog that will be another risk, particularly again central southern areas of England, but also the Vale of York into the Solway Plain and patches of Northern Ireland as well, turning fairly murky. Showers persisting across northern and western areas of Scotland, but clear skies even for central areas of Scotland, and under here temperatures will be falling away quite rapidly. For all of us, it is going to be a cold night, and towns and cities will quite widely get down into minus single figures, but underneath those clear skies we could see minus 10, minus 12 Celsius in some rural spots where we've got lying snow. So a frosty and cold start to Monday morning for all of us, and ice scrapers will be needed in a fair few spots. That freezing fog across central southern areas and up into the north as well could persist throughout a fair amount of the morning, and so remaining fairly murky and cloudy. The showers continuing for western areas of Scotland and in the north. The shift though into the second half of Monday over towards Shetland, and here we could see some fairly frequent wintry showers, maybe 5 centimetres, 10 centimetres of snow building up Monday and into the start of Tuesday. The clearest skies once again bringing some sunshine for central areas of Scotland and just down into northern areas of England once that fog does clear its way off. For all of us, temperatures are not going to be climbing too high into Monday. Many just seeing 1 or 2 Celsius. Underneath that stubborn cloud and fog, it may not really rise much higher than 0 degrees Celsius. Into Monday evening, we might just see a shift in the wind direction. That will just help clear some of that cloud and fog out of the way, so perhaps not quite as a risk come Tuesday morning compared to other mornings. The clearer spells continuing for central areas of Scotland, meanwhile those showers continuing to push down across Shetland and fairly frequently. Temperatures again on Tuesday morning are going to be fairly cold for all of us. Minus 2, minus 3 Celsius in towns and cities, again where we see those clearest skies in areas of Scotland and also down in England as well, perhaps just falling even lower than that in rural spots. As we move throughout the rest of Tuesday, the low pressure centre that's just drifting its way into continental Europe, whilst it might not bring that milder air, we'll just see an influence of the hangback of the cloud, and so some higher cirrus forming across central and southern areas of England. The wind's also picking up here slightly, so there might be a bit more of a wind chill effect across the far southwest of England, but also across the far north of Scotland. The wind's beginning to push down from the north, and some fairly gusty conditions developing here across the Western Isles. The showers tending to push their way down more widely now into the rest of Tuesday for the Highlands and other areas of northern Scotland. Temperatures once again fairly similar to where we have been, 1 or 2 Celsius at most, maybe sort of 4s and 5s near coastal locations in the far south and in the far north where we've got that breeze picking up. Do keep up to date with the forecast and all the warnings that are in force, and you can do that by following us on social media, and we'll be back with you shortly. Bye-bye.